Well, I just want to start out first just to explain the inspiration for the online community that I've created. Just a little bit of background. When I turned 16, the first thing I did was go out and apply for jobs like most 16-year-olds. I thought I'd have money to go out with my friends, buy my own clothes, and other things like that. All my childhood dilemmas were just going Spanish after my first day. 'Cause of course it's how the world works. Well, unless you're also 16, you know that's not exactly how it happens. Your dilemmas don't vanish, they just pretty much just mature on you. So without any idea how to manage money, I went out and bought a cell phone, bought new clothes, new shoes, went out to eat every chance I had. I was just living the high life because, $200 is a lot of money when it's all just, for spending. And, when the bills come in, it's not very much money. And so very soon I realized that I had to learn how to manage my money because I had the bills to pay. I had things that I needed to buy that weren't just unnecessary luxury items. And I knew that I couldn't just depend on my current management skills later in life when I was trying to raise children, run a household. Even if it was just me that I was responsible for, there's no way that I could live off $200 and blow it like a crazy person. So I set out to figure out how to manage my money. It was a little harder than I thought. If you truly sit and think about it, people go to college and pay tens of thousands of dollars, spend 4 long years grueling over textbooks, studying this specific topic. And, you have to think it can't be that simple if it takes 4 years to learn. And, well, it seemed that every time I would find out something, I'd realize that there was another step that I was supposed to do before that, or there's an even more complicated step after that I had just completely missed, and it was very frustrating. Every time I felt like I was getting the hang of it, there was something else there to show me that I didn't have a clue. And so, it was very frustrating. However, that wasn't the only part in life that I had trouble managing. I had, trouble being a good girlfriend or a good friend to any of my friends. I didn't, my friends were coming into problems similar, and I needed real support. Not just, oh, my lunchroom boyfriend broke up with me after recess kind of support. But, they needed, true emotional support, and I wasn't emotionally mature enough to handle that. I just couldn't be a good enough friend. I was starting to be in charge of my own eating habits. I had trouble finding something to eat that was healthy, actually getting up and doing something. When I was younger, my mom would always cook a decent, balanced meal, send us outside to play. And so, we got our good eating and our exercise, but after I started being in charge of myself, I didn't want to go outside and play. I had to actually find something else, and I never even thought that far ahead. And you can imagine the health effects that it's caused. I didn't really know how to take care of myself in general. I knew the basics, brush your teeth, eat 3 times a day, bathe every once in a while, stuff like that. I wasn't in complete ignorance, but I was pretty deep in it. The worst part about all of the struggles was that anyone who knew anything about these topics told me, oh, don't worry about it. You're young enough. You have plenty of time to figure it out. Well, just like you, I didn't want to struggle in every aspect of my life until my late 20s when I did figure everything out on my own. I wanted to be able to, live comfortably and decent for every second of my life. I didn't want to struggle. So I struggled through it, figured out, anything that I could figure out just to help me and keep me balanced. And I still am learning quite a bit. And even though I still am struggling, and I understand that, most people do just figure it out, I realize that a lot of people don't ever figure it out. They have these bad spending habits all the way until, retirement when they realize that they're supposed to retire at 65, live the rest of their life on their $5,000 in savings. And so I didn't want to leave, anyone in that time in their life alone without any idea where to go. And I know that each of us has at least snippets of information that we can use to help others, through this process. You might know how to make a budget. You might know how to manage your money. You might understand the bank stuff. Or you might know a lot more about eating healthy and you have no idea how to even make a deposit in your bank. Um, so, I felt that if a lot of people came together and just gave their snippets of information, we could create a great directory of information that anyone can come and access, talk to, get one-on-one help with their friends, and just things like that. So whether you're a 16, 17-year-old who just got a job and has no idea how to manage your money, or you're an 18-year-old who just got your first long-term relationship that is actually, a little more than, oh, now I have a prom date. Or if you're, 25, 30, and you're just getting past this point and you have some advice to just hand down, I mean, either way, I felt that this community would benefit you, just so that you can learn useful and necessary information, or share the information you already have. I decided to call it Layered Success because, as you know, success does come in layers. You do have to have a good foundation, and then you have to learn the next thing you need to do. And then you've got to build on that, and build on that, and build on that. And you do need a really good foundation of knowledge and support. So I hope that you'll find this site very helpful and that it will provide you that knowledge and support that you need.